Welcome back to another YouTube video on mold remediation. We've had a one already. This will be a number two. I wanted to show you, go through the chemicals and everything once again, even though we showed you on the first one. So we use, it's called Axe. This is a heavy concentration. It has to be diluted down, but this has a 2-year shelf life, so it's really good. It lasts forever. So we try to use that. This is MMR. It's same thing. It's a mold remediation spray. Shelf life on this is only a few weeks. So you order it, you use it. If you don't, it just won't be as effective for killing the mold and all that. Both of these products are made by MMR. So we use in our final scrubbing, we use hydrogen peroxide with baking soda and OxyClean. So it's a little pint of OxyClean or a hydrogen peroxide, a teaspoon of baking soda, and a teaspoon of OxyClean. And this is what we'll spray the floor joists, concrete, and with a brush, and then just kind of wipe it down. And this is all you really need to clean it. We use this other stuff because it's a heavier concentration. I feel more comfortable doing it. So now we'll go ahead and go into the house. This is what we all wear, is our Tyvek suits. So you can see. What else we do is we have a respirator that's a fine mist respirator, so it picks up any of the fine materials, and that includes mold or anything that is floating in the air. So that's what he's putting on now. We wear any type of rubber gloves is good to wear too. That way protect your hands. So he'll get his gloves on, and then the only thing else is I always like everybody wearing eyewear in case anything, dust or anything falls from the ceiling or is floating in the air. That way he's protected in that aspect. So this is the kind of the outfit that everybody wears. As you go downstairs, you'll see everybody wearing the same thing. But we're going to go downstairs. We have all the doors open, so that way we have a cross ventilation. So anything that's floating in the air kind of goes out. As you see, the downstairs is opened up. So watch your step as you go downstairs. As you can see, we have mold on both sides. This is the back side. That's why we don't just treat. A lot of people will just treat the front side, spray it, and they'll paint over it. And you never knew what's on the back side, and you never took care of it. So that's why we remove it all back down to the stud. If you look at the stud here, you can see that there's a little bit of mold on this. And here, once again, here's the hair mold, or what grows, as you guys can see. It's almost like a cotton candy. There's more right here. So this is with them removing the sheetrock. And on the first video, you saw there was sheetrock here. This wall here looks pretty good. We'll do a light spray and clean it all up. I spoke too soon. We have a little bit of mold that's growing down here. We look all around. You can see up here. That's mold. We'll go ahead and treat it. So, what little bit, and there's a little bit behind you up above. So, the floor joists and everything else looks really good. It just kind of traveled up on the sheetrock where the moisture is. It made contact with the wood, and that's kind of where it came through at. The other day when we sprayed the mold on this wall,
what happened is it didn't do a good job. The reason is the house was cold. We didn't have no heat. So the chemicals wouldn't react. So if you're wondering why the mold is still here, that is why. It's too cold for it to react, and that's why they always say that mold is, when it's cold, that they go dormant. We're gonna also remove all the insulation. As you can see, it got wet, so there is mold, but we'll take a chance of growth or anything else with moisture in there, so we'll strip everything out all the way down. Okay, this is just a plain 2x4 that they put down, and as you can see, it's already, being not pressure treated, it's already starting to rot out. That's why you always put pressure treated floor seals down, so that way they don't rot out.
As you remember, there was a wall here and a wall over here. This wall on this side went all straight up. Same way over here, this wall went straight up, so you kind of had a cavity. So we took everything down, stripped all the boards down, stripped all the walls down, so that way we could expose any type of mold. And we did have a little bit of mold. There's a little bit of mold here. You can see it down there. Nothing bad. And then there's some more over here that you guys can look at that's kind of growing right here. You can kind of see that mold there, but throughout it isn't bad. Once we got everything down, it sealed up. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to gear up completely, and then we're going to spray everything with the MMR, so I won't be able to talk. This stuff is a little corrosive, so don't spray it on your open electrical wires because it will corrode. But the MMR stuff works fantastic in removing it. So here we go. We're done spraying. So tomorrow we'll come back and look at it, see how it's covered. If there's any bare spots or spots that didn't get covered, we'll hit it again. Basically, you let it dry. The next steps are you're ready to sheetrock, do whatever you want to do. I mean, frame it in with 2x4s. What we'll do is we'll come in and we'll seal it with a water-based paint. We'll paint everything throughout the basement. And I mean everything, and we'll show you pictures of that. And what that does is that encapsulates anything that happens to be, if we missed it or whatever, we sealed it into the wood so it will never grow, and it stops everything in its tracks. So that's the reason why we come back and spray it. That's what the experts taught us to do. Thanks for watching. Comment below and let us know if there's anything else that you guys like to see on any future videos along with this one. Like I say, we try to cover everything. For this and any other training, go to fundingtours.com, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you.